Hi, Nicole Young here with a quick tip on how to create a basic action using Photoshop. Now, an action is basically just a recorded step-by-step set of instructions that you can replay on any image. And I'm going to keep this really simple and just show you the basics for now. You want to start by actually having the Actions panel open. You can go to Window Actions to get that panel if you don't see it already. And to start and create an action, you want to just go down to that panel and click on the Create New Action icon. And it's going to give you some options. You can name it. I'm just going to call this one Add Drama, because that's what I'm going to do. That's the action I'm going to create. And I just put it in my very creatively named folder. And if you want, you can assign it a keyboard shortcut, or you can even give it a fancy little color. Then click Record. Now, once you're actually recording your action, it's not like you are actually videotaping anything or you have any kind of time crunch. This thing can sit on record for hours. I could come back and click stop and nothing would have happened. But what it's doing is it just records any of the steps that I make. For example, if I select a different tool, you can see how it said select spot healing brush. Or if I add a new layer, it's going to say make layer right down here. Now, I don't want those in there, so I'm actually going to go back, hold my shift key down, and then just delete those two steps. And I'm going to delete that layer because I don't need it. And now I'm going to go back and continue recording and actually create the action that I was intending to create. Now I'm going to add a black and white layer and then change the blend mode and change the opacity of that layer. And it's a very easy step, but it's something I do often, and I like to have an action for it. So what I'm going to do is I have my action, it's recording. I'm going to go over to my adjustment panel and click on the black and white. And you can see right down here it just said make adjustment layer. I'm not going to change any settings, I'm just going to leave it at its default. Go up to my blend mode, change it to overlay, and you can see here it made that change in the action. And then at the opacity I'm just going to change this to 40% and click enter to make sure that goes through. Opacity 40%, and then click stop. So now I have my add drama. I'm just going to delete this layer so we can see it actually take place. Click play, and it went through every single one of those steps, all recorded right there. I'm going to go ahead and create one more action. I'll go ahead and just reduce that. I'm going to delete that layer. Click on my create new action, and we'll call this one color pop. Click record. And what I want to do is duplicate this background layer, so I'm going to use the keyboard shortcut Command J. And then I'm going to go up to Filter, Blur, Gaussian Blur, and I'll add that's probably good, just a nice blur to it. Change the blend mode, we'll do this one to soft light. Change the opacity to 40%. Click stop. So now I did a layer via copy, Gaussian blur, and then I changed the blend mode, and then I changed the opacity. So if I delete that and click play, and we have it there. If I go back and I want to add drama, click play, and we have that one there. Now it's possible that you might run into some problems when you're creating these really basic actions. Go ahead and take a look at Actions Part 2 of my 2-minute tips to find out how you can overcome those problems.